Welcome to our latest video, where we peel back the curtain on the glittering lives of some of the world's most famous celebrities. At first glance, they seem to have it all: undeniable talent, immense wealth, and legions of adoring fans. But behind the glitz and glamour lies a more somber reality. In this eye-opening exploration, we delve into the stories of stars who skyrocketed to remarkable fame and fortune, only to see it all come crashing down. From mismanaged finances to shocking scandals and controversies, these stories reveal how the high life can quickly spiral into turmoil. Join us as we uncover the hidden struggles and dramatic downfalls of some of the biggest names in entertainment. This is more than just a look at celebrity mishaps. It's a revealing journey into the true cost of fame. Don't miss out on these gripping stories. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore the darker side of stardom together. Ready to see the real story behind the headlines? Press play and dive into the world where fame meets its ultimate test. Number 15. Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer, a name once synonymous with Hollywood prestige. Known for his standout performances in The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name, Hammer's star shone brightly. Born into privilege, thanks to his great-grandfather, Armand Hammer, a famed oil tycoon and philanthropist, Armie's career was on a meteoric rise. He even took his talents to Broadway in 2018 with a successful run in Straight White Men. However, 2021 marked a dramatic downturn in Armie Hammer's life. He became the center of a storm of scandal and controversy, involving disturbing allegations. An anonymous Instagram account revealed alleged conversations between Armie and various women that contained graphic and violent fantasies, including mentions of assault, torture, and cannibalism. These revelations led to multiple accusations of emotional manipulation and assault, sending shockwaves throughout Hollywood. Despite his denials, the backlash was swift and severe. Armie withdrew from future projects, and his talent agency and publicist severed ties with him. The situation intensified when Effie Angelo filed a lawsuit accusing Hammer of assault. Although the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and the LAPD conducted a thorough investigation, they ultimately found insufficient evidence to press charges in May 2023. The controversies also impacted Armie's personal life. His marriage of 10 years to Elizabeth Chambers ended in 2020 amidst rumors of infidelity. The couple shares 2 children, Harper and Ford. Meanwhile, Armie struggled with addiction and checked into a Florida rehab facility in 2021. After several months of treatment, he emerged looking healthier and more at peace, striving to overcome his addiction and rebuild his life. Armie Hammer's story is a powerful reminder of how fame can quickly turn into scandal and how a person's life can swing dramatically between success and turmoil. Number 14. Stephen Baldwin. Believe it or not, Stephen Baldwin, the youngest of the famous Baldwin brothers, has had quite a journey. Known as an accomplished actor, producer, director, and author, Stephen had a promising start in Hollywood. Born into the Baldwin family, a clan already buzzing with talent thanks to Alec, William, and Daniel Baldwin, Stephen was determined to carve out his own niche. By the mid-1990s, Stephen Baldwin was making waves with standout performances, including his role in the critically acclaimed The Usual Suspects. The crime thriller, which earned 2 Academy Awards, showcased Stephen's talent and set the stage for a promising career. But as the new millennium approached, his trajectory began to shift. Stephen's career took a turn for the worse, with a string of low-budget films that failed to make an impact. He also appeared on reality TV shows like Celebrity Mole, Celebrity Apprentice, and I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Moves that many considered as missteps in his career. His controversial political and social views didn't help either, leading to a gradual retreat from the limelight. Financial difficulties soon followed. Stephen found himself grappling with bankruptcy, tax evasion, and foreclosure threats. Lawsuits from dissatisfied creditors and former business partners further complicated matters. He admitted to making poor financial decisions and misplaced trust, which contributed to his troubles. On top of these challenges, Stephen struggled with drug addiction and alcoholism. However, he emerged victorious in his battle against addiction, crediting his recovery to his renewed Christian faith, which he embraced in 2001. Despite the ups and downs, Stephen Baldwin remained grounded by his family. He has been married to Kenya Diosdado, a Brazilian graphic designer, since 1990. Together, they have two daughters, Aliyah and Hailey. The latter is famously married to pop icon Justin Bieber. Stephen Baldwin's life story is a roller coaster of highs and lows, marked by a mix of professional achievements and personal struggles. His journey reflects the resilience and determination needed to navigate the complexities of fame and personal challenges. Number 13. Kanye West. Kanye West, also known by his moniker Yeezy, is a figure who needs no introduction. In the early 2000s, Kanye made a name for himself as a producer at Rockefeller Records, collaborating with industry giants like Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, and Ludacris. However, it was his transition to a solo career as a rapper that truly catapulted him to fame. His debut album, The College Dropout, released in 2004, was both a critical and commercial triumph. This success paved the way for Kanye to establish his own label, Good Music, and solidify his status as one of the most influential and acclaimed artists of his generation. Kanye's innovative sound and fearless experimentation with various musical styles set him apart. He didn't stop at music. He also ventured into fashion, launching his brands Yeezy and Donda. With 24 Grammy Awards and over 160 million records sold worldwide, Kanye seemed unstoppable. However, the Kanye we knew from the 2000s began to change in the 2000s and 20s. His controversial political views, particularly his support of Donald Trump, sparked backlash. Coupled with erratic behavior on social media and a failed presidential campaign in 2020, his public image started to deteriorate. Kanye's personal life also faced turmoil. He struggled with mental health issues, including bipolar disorder, and his marriage to Kim Kardashian West ended in divorce in 2022. His reputation took another hit when he made anti-Semitic comments, leading to the termination of his lucrative Yeezy sneaker deal with Adidas. Brands like Gap and Balenciaga also cut ties with him. Financially, Kanye's once staggering fortune dwindled from $1.5 billion to $400 million. Musically, his reputation seemed to falter as well. The release of Donda 2 in 2023 was met with criticism for poor production, recycled lyrics, and a lack of originality, leaving many to question whether Kanye's golden touch had faded. Kanye West's journey is a dramatic narrative of soaring highs and devastating lows, reflecting the complex interplay between fame, personal struggles, and public perception. Number 12. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres is a name you likely know from her infectious dance moves, witty humor, and captivating presence. The charismatic American comedian and television host has been a fixture in the public eye for over 4 decades. Her journey began in the 1980s as a stand-up comic, striving for recognition. By 1986, she was making waves on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, earning herself a prominent spot in the limelight. By 1994, Ellen had her own sitcom, Ellen, where she made headlines in 1997 by coming out as a lesbian, both on the show and the cover of Time magazine. While her bravery was celebrated by many, it also faced backlash, leading to the show's cancellation after its 5th season. Yet, Ellen's resilience shone through. In 2003, she launched The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which quickly became a beloved fixture. Her engaging interviews, comedic sketches, and generous giveaways earned her a special place in viewers' hearts. Ellen's talents extended beyond her talk show. She hosted major awards ceremonies, voiced the beloved character Dory in Finding Nemo, and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016. However, in 2020, Ellen's career took a dramatic turn. Allegations surfaced from employees of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, accusing the work environment of being toxic, rife with harassment, racism, and misconduct. Following an investigation by Warner Media, 3 top producers were dismissed, and Ellen issued a public apology, acknowledging her unawareness of the behind-the-scenes issues while taking responsibility for the situation. This scandal significantly impacted her ratings and public image. In 2021, Ellen made another surprising announcement. She decided to end her talk show after its 19th season. While she denied that the controversy was the primary factor in her decision, she admitted that the situation had taken an emotional toll on her. Ellen DeGeneres' career reflects a journey of immense highs and challenging lows, showcasing both her remarkable achievements and the difficulties she faced along the way. Number 11. Marilyn Manson. Ever heard of a rock star who seems to embrace controversy as part of their persona? That's Marilyn Manson for you. Starting out in 1989 with his band, Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids, Manson crafted a provocative stage name by blending the iconic Marilyn Monroe with the infamous cult leader Charles Manson, a daring fusion of allure and darkness. The band, later known simply as Marilyn Manson, signed with Nothing Records in 1992. Their breakout album, Antichrist Superstar, released in 1996, was a shock to the system, delving into themes of nihilism and apocalyptic visions. Its audacious content stirred up significant backlash from Christian groups and politicians alike. Manson's creative reach extended beyond music. He ventured into acting, penned a memoir, and even showcased his artwork. However, the mid-2000s marked a shift in his trajectory. His subsequent albums received mixed reviews, and his personal life faced turmoil. High-profile breakups with Dita Von Teese and Evan Rachel Wood, along with ongoing struggles, cast a shadow over his career. In 2020, Manson attempted a comeback with his album We Are Chaos, but his resurgence was short-lived. In 2021, the scandal deepened when multiple women, including Evan Rachel Wood, accused him of severe abuse. The allegations, which included physical, emotional, and sexual misconduct, led Manson to vehemently deny the claims, labeling them as horrible distortions of reality. Despite his denials, the damage was extensive. His record label, manager, and talent agency severed ties with him, and he was removed from several TV projects. Lawsuits from some of the accusers further compounded his troubles. Marilyn Manson's story is a stark reminder of how swiftly fame and success can devolve into controversy and chaos, leaving a trail of both artistic brilliance and personal destruction. Number 10. MC Hammer. Ever find yourself humming along to You Can't Touch This or Too Legit to Quit? That's the legendary MC Hammer for you. Bursting onto the scene in the late 80s and early 90s, Hammer was a sensation, famous for his flashy hammer pants and electrifying dance moves. But there was more to him than just style. He had undeniable talent. MC Hammer made history as the first rapper to achieve diamond status with his album Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em, which sold over 10 million copies. At the peak of his career, he was earning around $30 million a year and living a life of luxury with mansions, sports cars, and dazzling jewelry. But he wasn't just a performer. He was also a savvy entrepreneur, investing in a record label, launching a cartoon show, and even owning a racehorse. His generosity extended to charity and supporting loved ones. Hammer even became a minister, hosting a Christian ministry program on TBN. However, by the mid-90s, Hammer's fortunes began to change. His popularity waned, and critics accused him of selling out as the music scene shifted away from his signature pop-rap style. In a bid to stay relevant, he attempted to reinvent himself as a gangster rapper, but this transition didn't yield the results he hoped for. Compounding his troubles, he faced numerous lawsuits for unauthorized music samples. His financial situation plummeted, and by 1996, he was grappling with $13 million in debt and bankruptcy. He had to sell off assets, lay off staff, and even distance himself from friends and family. But Hammer wasn't one to give up easily. He made a comeback by continuing to create music, collaborating with artists like C and Tupac, and diversifying his ventures. He judged on Dance Fever, co-created DanceJam.com, and even produced his own reality show, Hammer Time. Despite his struggles, MC Hammer kept his faith strong and remained committed to his ministry work, proving that even in the face of adversity, resilience can keep you in the game. Number 9. Michael Jackson. Let's delve into the life of Michael Jackson, a performer who captivated the world like no other during the 1980s. Michael's career began with the Jackson 5, where he made an early mark by scoring 4 consecutive #1 hits in 1970. But that was just the beginning. In 1982, he released Thriller, an album that would go on to become the best-selling album of all time with over 66 million copies sold. Jackson's influence extended beyond music. His innovative dance moves, like the moonwalk and the robot, became legendary. He garnered 13 Grammy Awards and earned a double induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yet, despite his monumental success, the later years of his life were marred by controversy. Jackson faced numerous scandals and accusations of abuse, though he was never convicted. These issues, combined with widespread speculation about his changing appearance and health, began to overshadow his achievements. His reclusive nature and extravagant lifestyle contributed to his financial woes, with his Neverland Ranch, filled with exotic animals and amusement park rides, becoming a symbol of his lavish spending. Jackson accumulated a staggering debt of over $400 million due to his lifestyle and legal battles. In 2009, Jackson was preparing for a major comeback with his This Is It concert series. Tragically, he died that year from a drug overdose, with his doctor later found guilty of manslaughter. His death shocked the world, sparking a global outpouring of grief and tributes. Despite the trials and tribulations that marked his later years, Michael Jackson remains one of the most celebrated and influential artists in history. Number 8. Britney Spears. Let's dive into the extraordinary yet tumultuous journey of Britney Spears, a name that defined pop music in the late 90s and early 2000s. Crowned the Princess of Pop, Britney exploded onto the scene in 1999 with her infectious hit, Baby One More Time, a single that sold 10 million copies in the US alone. Her success didn't stop there. She continued to deliver chart toppers like Oops, I Did It Again and Toxic, and even ventured into acting with Crossroads and served as a judge on The X Factor. Despite selling over 100 million records and amassing a collection of awards, including a Grammy, Britney's life took a dark turn. Her split from Kevin Federline and the loss of custody of their children marked the beginning of a tumultuous period. Publicized breakdowns, such as her head-shaving incident and the infamous umbrella attack on a car, captivated the media's attention. In 2008, Britney's life took an even stranger turn with the onset of a conservatorship, a legal arrangement where her father and a lawyer were granted control over her finances and personal decisions. What was intended as a temporary measure became a prolonged, restrictive oversight of her life. Imagine needing permission for basic activities like seeing your children or getting married. Britney spoke out about being coerced into touring and taking medication she didn't want. The tide began to turn in 2021 with the release of the eye-opening documentary Framing Britney Spears, which sparked widespread public and celebrity support through the Free Britney movement. Her battle for freedom reached a turning point when her lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, fought tirelessly to end the conservatorship. In November 2021, after 13 long years, a judge ruled in her favor, allowing Britney to reclaim her life. Britney Spears' story is a powerful reminder that behind the glittering facade of fame can lie real struggles and battles for personal freedom. Her journey from pop royalty to a fight for autonomy underscores that even the brightest stars can face profound challenges. Number 7. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is an acclaimed American actor whose star shone brightly during the 90s, with standout roles in blockbuster hits like New Jack City. His performance in One Night Stand even earned him the prestigious Volpe Cup for Best Actor at the Venice Film Festival. However, Snipes' career faced a serious detour when he became entangled in a high-profile legal battle with the IRS. The trouble began when the IRS accused Snipes of failing to file tax returns and not paying taxes on an astonishing $37 million in income earned between 1999 and 2004. To make matters worse, he was also charged with filing fraudulent forms to recover taxes he had already paid in 1996 and 1997. In his defense, Snipes employed a series of unconventional arguments, including challenging the IRS's legitimacy, claiming non-resident alien status, and asserting that he wasn't obligated to pay income taxes. Unfortunately for him, these defenses didn't hold up in court. In 2008, Snipes was convicted on 3 misdemeanor counts of tax evasion. The repercussions were severe. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison and hit with a $5 million fine. Snipes began serving his sentence in 2010, and during this period, he experienced a dramatic fall from grace. Yet, Snipes used his time behind bars to reflect and grow. Upon his release in 2013, he made a remarkable comeback, diving back into acting with roles in The Expendables 3, Dolomite Is My Name, and Coming to America. Not stopping there, he also ventured into film production, founding Amen-Ra Films and its subsidiary, Black Dot Media, with a vision to develop new film and television projects. Wesley Snipes' journey is a compelling testament to resilience. From a career-threatening legal battle to a triumphant return to the screen and beyond, his story highlights the power of perseverance and reinvention. Number 6. Dionne Warwick. Let's take a journey through the life of Dionne Warwick, a name that echoes through the annals of music history. Warwick is a legendary singer whose career spanned an impressive 5 decades, selling over 100 million records and earning 5 Grammy Awards along the way. Her remarkable journey was made even more illustrious by the stellar company she kept, collaborating with iconic artists like Burt Bacharach, Hal David, and Barry Manilow. Together, they produced a string of unforgettable hits, including classics like Walk On By, I Say a Little Prayer, Heartbreaker, and That's What Friends Are For. Warwick's influence extended beyond music. She also served as a goodwill ambassador for the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, using her fame for positive change. However, Warwick's story also includes a sobering chapter of financial downfall. In the 1980s and 1990s, she faced a severe monetary crisis, largely due to the alleged mishandling of her finances by her manager, who failed to pay her taxes. This mismanagement resulted in a growing debt to the IRS and the California Franchise Tax Board, compounded by interest and penalties over the years. Adding to her troubles, Warwick's shopping habits significantly eroded her earnings. Despite her attempts to resolve the situation, including paying more than the owed taxes, she couldn't escape her financial woes. By 2013, Warwick was compelled to file for bankruptcy protection, revealing that she had just $1,000 in cash and assets valued at $25,000. She described herself as a victim of severe mismanagement and saw bankruptcy as an opportunity for a fresh start. Now, for today's subscriber pick. One of our viewers has sent us a haunting image, a collage that has left them perplexed. This intriguing photo features a once sizzling model, whose identity and story remain shrouded in mystery. Despite their best efforts, even Google has failed to provide answers. Can you help us solve this mystery? Who is this model, and what decisions led to her dramatic downfall? Stay tuned, as the answers await. Number 5. Antoine Walker. Let's dive into the story of Antoine Walker, a name that once sparkled brightly in the NBA galaxy. Known for his impressive career spanning from 1996 to 2008, Walker played for some of the league's most prestigious teams, including the Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, and Dallas Mavericks. With 3 NBA All-Star titles and a championship win with the Heat in 2006, Walker was at the top of his game. His career earnings totaled a staggering $108 million, supplemented by lucrative endorsement deals. But despite this financial windfall, Walker's story took a dramatic turn. He was renowned for his opulent lifestyle. Luxury cars, dazzling jewelry, and grand homes were all part of his world. His generosity toward friends and family, coupled with his extravagant tastes, gradually eroded his financial stability. Lacking prudent investment strategies and foresight for life after basketball, Walker's fortunes began to slip away. The situation worsened when he indulged in gambling and risky real estate investments. When the Great Recession struck, his ventures collapsed, plunging him into significant debt. He owed banks around $20 million and faced felony charges for writing bad checks. By 2010, Walker's financial troubles led him to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. While this helped discharge his unsecured debts, it also resulted in the loss of most of his assets. However, Walker didn't let these setbacks define him. He transformed his experiences into a powerful teaching tool, becoming a financial literacy consultant for other athletes. Today, he leverages his story to guide others, advising them to live within their means, save and invest wisely, avoid gambling, and be cautious about whom they trust. Walker's journey serves as a valuable lesson on the importance of financial responsibility and foresight. Number 4. Mike Tyson. Imagine a blazing comet streaking across the night sky, brilliant and unstoppable, only to eventually fizzle out. This metaphor captures the rise and fall of Mike Tyson, the legendary boxer who electrified the world in the late 1980s. At just 20 years old, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, earning a reputation as one of the most fearsome power punchers in the ring. With a string of victories over boxing legends like Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks, Tyson quickly unified the WBC, WBA, and IBF titles. But Tyson's journey was far from smooth. His dominance came to an abrupt halt in the early 90s when James "Buster" Douglas delivered a stunning upset, stripping Tyson of his titles. The setback was compounded by Tyson's conviction for assault in 1992, leading to a 3-year prison sentence. Despite reclaiming some of his titles after his release, he would later lose them in a notorious rematch with Evander Holyfield, where he infamously bit off part of Holyfield's ear. By the early 2000s, Tyson's star was fading. A crushing defeat by Lennox Lewis in 2002 marked a turning point, and after suffering further losses, Tyson retired from boxing in 2005. Despite earning a staggering $300 million during his prime, Tyson's financial empire collapsed due to his lavish lifestyle, gambling, legal troubles, and addiction. By 2003, he was forced to declare bankruptcy, with millions owed to the IRS and other creditors. Tyson's personal life was equally tumultuous. He faced battles with depression and addiction, and endured the tragic loss of his daughter, Exodus, in 2009. Yet Tyson has been working to turn his life around in recent years. He's embraced new ventures, making appearances in films, TV shows, and podcasts, while sharing his journey with the world. Tyson has also undergone personal transformations, adopting veganism, exploring spirituality, and investing in the cannabis industry. Mike Tyson's story is a powerful reminder of how even the brightest stars can face profound challenges, but also how redemption and reinvention are possible. Number 3. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan's life story reads like a Hollywood blockbuster, filled with drama, triumph, and the occasional plot twist. Starting her career at just 3 years old, Lindsay was a familiar face in over 60 commercials, including campaigns for Pizza Hut and Wendy's. Her early start set the stage for bigger things, and by the late 90s, she made a splash with Disney's The Parent Trap. She went on to dominate the teen movie scene with hits like Freaky Friday and the iconic Mean Girls. Not stopping at acting, Lindsay also ventured into music, releasing 2 albums that sold over 4 million copies. However, as the mid-2000s rolled in, Lindsay's star began to wane. Her personal life became a whirlwind of drama. Arrests, rehab stints, and legal troubles plagued her. Her acting career hit the brakes, and her reputation took a severe hit. Despite her efforts to make a comeback, including attempting a return to film, critics were not kind, and her financial situation deteriorated. But every story has a turnaround, and for Lindsay, it came in the form of Oprah. Partnering with Oprah for a documentary series provided a lifeline, allowing Lindsay to slowly rebuild her life. Thinking creatively, she moved to Europe, opened beach clubs in Greece, and even launched a reality show on MTV. By 2022, Lindsay was ready for a fresh start. She found love with Dubai-based businessman Bader Shammas and was eager to reclaim her place in Hollywood. Netflix saw potential and signed her for a multi-picture deal, leading to a successful return with the romantic comedy Falling for Christmas. Lindsay's journey serves as a testament to resilience and reinvention, proving that even the most challenging setbacks can lead to a remarkable comeback. Number 2. Fantasia Barrino. Fantasia Barrino's story in the R&B world is a powerful narrative of triumph over adversity. Her rise to fame began in 2004 when she won the 3rd season of American Idol. This victory propelled her debut single, I Believe, to the top of the Billboard Hot 100, making her only the 2nd woman ever to achieve such a feat. Her success continued with a Grammy win in 2011 and the release of her best-selling memoir, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, which was adapted into a Lifetime movie. Yet Fantasia's journey has been far from smooth. Her early years were marked by hardship, including becoming a mother at 16 and leaving high school following a traumatic assault. Her personal struggles continued with a messy legal battle over child support and custody, lawsuits from a former manager and creditor, and the threat of losing her home in 2008. In 2010, her life took another difficult turn when she was involved with a married man. This led to a high-profile court case brought by the man's wife, which, combined with media scrutiny and the stress of the lawsuit, pushed Fantasia to the brink of despair. Fortunately, she survived this dark period and eventually settled the case. The years following were marked by a mix of challenges and victories. In 2015, Fantasia found love with businessman Kendall Taylor, and they now have 2 children together. She also founded her own record label, Rock Soul Incorporated. However, financial issues persisted, including a lawsuit for an unpaid loan, and health problems led her to cancel some concerts. Despite these setbacks, Fantasia remains resilient and hopeful. She continues to express gratitude for her fans' unwavering support and has recently made a notable comeback. In 2023, she appeared in the film adaptation of The Color Purple, affirming her place in the entertainment industry and proving that even in the face of adversity, perseverance can lead to new opportunities. Number 1. Aaron Carter. Ending our list is Aaron Carter, a name synonymous with early 2000s pop. Starting his career at just 9 years old, Aaron quickly captured hearts with hits like I Want Candy, Aaron's Party, Come Get It, and That's How I Beat Shaq. He also made memorable appearances on shows like Lizzie McGuire and Seventh Heaven. In 2017, Aaron made headlines by coming out as bisexual, a bold move that paved the way for greater openness among young artists about their identities. By 2021, he welcomed a baby boy named Prince into his life, marking a high point amidst his struggles. However, Aaron's life was fraught with difficulties. He battled substance abuse, mental health issues, and financial troubles, while his relationship with his family was strained by allegations of abuse and harassment, particularly involving his brother, Nick. His romantic life was also tumultuous, with high-profile relationships with stars like Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan that ended in heartbreak. Aaron didn't shy away from controversy either. He made headlines with a face tattoo of Rihanna, vocal support for Donald Trump, and even shocking claims about being assaulted by his late sister Leslie. Despite these challenges, he continually tried to revive his music career, though he struggled to recapture his early success. Tragically, on November 5, 2022, Aaron was found dead in his bathtub at home. The official cause of death was an accidental drug overdose. The news shocked fans and the music industry alike. Adding a chilling note, his final album, Blacklisted, was released just 2 days after his passing. Thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate your time and support. Your engagement and feedback mean the world to us and help us bring more content that you love. A special thanks to those who've contributed ideas and suggestions. Your input makes our channel better every day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Your continued support helps us keep creating and sharing stories that matter. See you in the next video, and until then, take care.